Hello, gorgeous, lovely star seeds and light workers. Wow, this one really came through quite urgently today. Um, Not that I'm sure all of you are not having 10 and 12-hour work days, because I'm sure you all are. But by the end of this week, I thought I'm not going to channel. I'm actually just going to chill out and have quite a chilled out day today. And that's not what transpired. My Andromedan guide, who's a ninth dimensional non-physical from the northeast quadrant of Andromeda, has been trying to get through to me all week. And I finally had a moment, a breather this morning outside of work to go in. And I went in, and my Andromedan guide says, "We have a message, but it won't be coming from us." And I'm thinking, wow, okay, where's this going? It's going to be coming from the Antarians. Okay, why is it coming from the Antarians? And what they explained to me is that the Antarians have one of the best understanding and scientific understandings and principles regarding the quantum field and the release of density at a cellular level, mitochondrial level. And that is why I then needed to go to the Antarians. So go to your Antarian guide, or for those of you who are not sure who the Antarians are, in part of the Scorpio constellation in Antares, you have the mantis, but you have other beings as well. And I don't want to overcomplicate it right now, but for the sake of keeping this simple, my Andromedan guide asked me to go to my Antarian guide, who's a mantis being about 20 feet tall. And they said they're going to explain why you need to put this message out fairly urgently, because not only do the Antarians and the Andromedans and the Polarians and the Vesuvians and all the rest of it have, they all have boots on the ground. They have light workers who are on the ground, and they are conscious that these physical changes are manifesting at quite an exponential rate, and they lovingly want to make sure their kind are okay. So, and I'm conscious that what people diagnose as ascension symptoms are very prevalent, especially as we're in the zenith now of this energy, especially with the sun activity and everything else. And that's why this message came through. Why the ascension symptoms happening? And it came through quite urgently. So, so I love how, like, on my day off, they're like, no, 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 you need to get back to work. So this video, here we are. We are having a video this week. So let's just read it through. It came through in like a bolt of lightning. Experiences buried in the shadows of your consciousness can lay dormant, yet their energy persists in the many layers. Unresolved matters from this life and parallel existences surface not merely for dismissal, but for acknowledgement and final resolution through the four bodies of your consciousness: mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically. Your consciousness on earth underlies and determines all, with the body mirroring this in waking reality. Your consciousness is shaped by the life experiences and the tales of your soul's journey as you craft your density via free will, encountering the duality between self and the world, reacting through the principles of cause and effect. Let us expand on these ideas. Yeah, let's hope they do expand on it. Illness can manifest when one's life goals are unmet, leading to frustration that disrupts bodily functions. This disruption permeates the consciousness, affecting the immune system. Symptoms then express what still lies unconscious in your four bodies and what we banish into the recesses of our cosmic shadow. The cosmic shadow houses those parts of ourselves deemed unacceptable by us or others. Yet it is here that your greatest strengths can be found, equally illuminated by light. Exaggerated symptoms at present often signify the emergence of a new light on Gaia, unveiling the dense shadows the collective and individuals refuse to integrate due to repressive and or abusive experiences from childhood and adults still present in unrealized states. For example, living through uncontrollable stress, social instability, lack of resources, or unmet ambitions, encountering conflicting signals from significant others, facing unexpected threats, grappling with compulsive behaviors, and experiencing social rejection. Long week. Social rejection, isolation, or de-evaluation all lead to problems of consciousness collected in the library of your being and cells. These experiences often manifest physically as adrenal issues, lower back pain, foot and leg problems, bowel issues, and dental issues. Now, I know from experience that when I'm working with people who have chronic root issues, it can come up as teeth grinding and teeth pain and teeth movement. Anger arising from insurmountable obstacles, often leading to attacking others, the environment, and the universe observed on your planet, results in conditions such as boils, fevers, inflammations. Grief, the response to loss and deprivation, impacts the respiratory and fluid systems, leading to lung problems, ear infections, sinus issues, and heart conditions. We observe how fear, one of the most potent emotions you experience, activates the adrenal system for emergency actions, suppressing digestion and other vegetative functions, with chronic fear resulting in stomach and intestinal disorders, and in worst case scenarios, diseases of the kidneys and bladder. In a world driven in duality and the third density survival of the fittest has created criticism stemming from a need for control of essential acceptance and continuity, manifesting in disorders affecting systems such as arthritis, whilst guilt and anger turned inward lead to self-punishment and conditions such as emphysema. Often on your planet, generalized guilt attacks the self-sustenance systems, resulting in blood, liver, and immune disorders. So you see, dear light workers, how the symphony of chaotic energy has played rife with your bodies in the advanced school of learning on Gaia when managed via unbalance. All these experiences remain in your encoding, waiting for conclusion regardless. As light illuminates the broken systems in your economic and social structures, so too does it shine on the rejected aspects of your shadow self, where the subconscious harbors all things painful emotionally and mentally at a cellular level remembrance. As planetary light increases, unresolved experiences begin to manifest physically as they are pushed to the surface vibrationally. Your ascension symptoms trace back to specific ancestral moments and the present in tandem. Collectively, you work through inherent density expressed through the body, released through acknowledgement, creating the space in which dismissal and release of that symptom can be consummated. Consummated is basically some sort of way of finishing something, I guess. I'll have to look that word up. Beautiful word, though. I love the language they use. Between 2020 and 2022, many souls experienced heightened symptoms labeled by governments as and I'm not going to say the word, but it's a V, and it ends in S. Unable to adjust and release, many souls departed to explore their unresolved density elsewhere. The remaining souls nearing the race's end now feel profound fatigue, integrating and updating their systems with each release, and integrated help by the light encoding emissions coming from your sun and further afield. Whilst you awaken to more light, you also awaken to your unresolved trauma. A dense remembrance cannot be carried into a recalibrating quantum field, which is divine. Therefore, existing distorted data in the collective comes up as symptoms and sometimes chaos for it to be seen in the light and then dismissed. As this vehicle, I guess that's me. I love how they talk about me in the third person. It's never stops being weird. As this vehicle has expressed previously, uh, the higher the resistance to one's density, the more of that experience is created for review. This is why some of you have ascension symptoms and others do not, and why some will experience this at times and others will have worked through their own at that point. For all these intricacies, we begin to paint a picture regarding your ascension symptoms and their origins. Those races in your galaxy who are the most profound healers have released all levels of density from their consciousness so that their lower vibrations are not spilling back into the quantum field, much like a bad smell experienced by others at the other side of the room. These beings are ascended, as are their vibrations. You too are deep in the throes of this now process. And then they show a little bit of love at the end. We congratulate you thus far. Only the strongest came. Now, we've heard that before, haven't we? You will get through this. You already have. Well, that's good news, isn't it? Especially when, oh my God, I've got ascension symptoms. Oh, I'm dying. Your family look on with sheer amazement at what you are able to do. This is to go from the darkest, that is to go from the darkest, most dense energy in this galaxy to one of light, and all with your own free will. Whilst existing in your busy modern lives, we urge you to sit back and reflect on the magnitude of what you have created and achieved. Never underestimate your time on Earth, for it has been one of divine making. Oh God, I feel a bit emotional myself. Of divine making, whether you see the magic you have created or not. Closing conduit. Right. And with that, I think I'm going to go and pass out. It's been a long, long week. Stunning message. I just love how the Andromedans come in and they're nagging me all week. Right, get this message out. Urgent, urgent, get it out. Great. Okay, here, ready. Right, tapping in. No, now go to the Antarians. Oh God, I love my job. Right, I'm gonna pass out. I will see you all soon. I think me and Linda are probably gonna do another interview at some point. Keep going. I know the ascension symptoms are crazy. There are a few chaos codes coming out at this moment in time. Chaos codes don't seem good at the time when they come out, but they are good because it's highlighting residual energy that hasn't been dealt with for a very long time, and it comes out as chaos. But chaos in the quantum field is actually beautiful, although down here it doesn't always seem beautiful. Much love. From my heart to yours, I'm always here. Much love. God bless. Bye bye for now.